Then again, if you have estrogen, all hope is lost.
Sitting in what is my second home, a wrestling ring. Trying to get in some reps before SmackDown tomorrow night, where I face Rey Mysterio and AJ Styles. And I can't say enough about those guys. I know AJ and I have had our differences in the past. And you know the history with me and Ray. I also expect to win it. I have to. You know, some people have been running around saying they're going to finish their stories, right? And good for them. But it made me think a little bit about my story. The introduction of the WWE Heavyweight Championship, if I look at that thing, it even looks like the title that I never lost. Looks like big gold. 12 years ago, I was forced to give that thing up. Never had a chance to get it back. Now I have a chance. And it all comes full circle. Now this ride, it's going to end sooner than later. Let's face it, we all know that. I got to get this done. It's the last thing to do. It's the period on the end of the sentence, right? It's the last sentence in the book. I got to get that stuff out of the basement. And I just got to do it. It's going to end soon. And I got to end it right this time. And there's no better way to finish it than to win the World Heavyweight Championship. And then when I lose it, that's it. I'm done.
When you look back at wrestling history, regardless if you're a Ruthless Aggression fan, the love triangle angle and his rivalry with John Cena established Edge as a main event star. As good as he was already becoming on the main roster, it was obvious on who were the centerpieces of the Raw brand, which pushed Edge to SmackDown, giving more use to now one of his famous nicknames, the Ultimate Opportunist. Edge coming back to SmackDown and becoming World Heavyweight Champion is what further pushed him into a household name, a giant shark in his own side of the ocean. Although they wouldn't be as iconic like a John Cena or a Matt Hardy, his later battles with Rey Mysterio and Undertaker still made for some great TV. We all know how much it sucked when Edge ultimately had to retire in 2011. But the reason I question this particular portion of Edge's career also has to do with the overall decline of WWE's product. The PG family-friendly tone, while not being the sole candidate, it just contributed with many other factors showing WWE's lack of effort. I'll admit that I do have guilty pleasure when it comes to his funny feud between Ziggler and Vicky, or the highlight moments such as Edge destroying Alberto Del Rio's car at WrestleMania 27. As much as I don't want to say it, specifically this time period just didn't compare to the entertainment and engaging television the Ruthless Aggression and Attitude Eras brought. Edge's first retirement pretty much signaled this was it. The injuries had took away what he loved doing most. Then 2020 happened. The year of COVID-19 would force WWE to create the Thunderdome. Luckily, we were able to witness his return with the crowd still in attendance. Man, I tell you. Edge being on WWE TV again, able to write new chapters for wrestling history, was definitely a time to be alive for the wrestling community. Memorable moments such as Edge smashing Orton's head with a chair into another chair at WrestleMania 36, and ranting like a mad Viking king before WrestleMania 37 was what completed his second run for me, not knowing how good it would turn out to be. Some legendary talents of the same caliber have had the honor of being able to retire in their own right. It almost feels like a curse for wrestlers not to finish their careers in the way they intend. Kurt Angle also said he did not get to go out the way he wanted for his wrestling career.
Man told me that I had a program with Baron Corbin, and I told him that I wanted to retire at WrestleMania. And he said, well, you're going to wrestle Baron Corbin because you've had a program with him for the last 7 months. I said, Vince, I want to retire. Baron's a great talent, but he's an upcoming talent. How about John Cena? He said, if you want John Cena next year, you got him. But this year you get Baron. I was like, Vince, I'm not going next year. I'm done. And he said, well, you're stuck with this. So I respected it. I understood why, because they spent a lot of time building up Baron Corbin, and we had to have the match. So we did the program at WrestleMania. If I wanted to continue for another year, I could have had Cena, but I didn't want to go a whole nother year. I knew I was done.
Edge, for the first time, unlucky like others, has the chance to paint the climatic ending of his own career the way he wants to, which is why he should be the first ever to claim the new World Heavyweight Championship, which is why I don't think they're going to do that, obviously. Have him go back to Judgment Day where he can cap the last of his championship run, as well as building stars as it should have been in the first place. A picture perfect to close the book to his story, to officially end his career the way he actually wanted it. Enjoy yourself, Cosmos. I'm going to see y'all very much later. Stay blessed.